Let's get away, mystery lady. I know the world is going crazy, but I can see you having my baby. Let's get away. Let's get away, mystery lady. I know the world is going crazy, but I can see you having my baby. Let's get away. Let's get away, mystery lady. I know the world is going crazy, but I can see you having my baby. Let's get away. Let's get away, mystery lady. I know the world is going crazy, but I can see you having my baby. Let's get away. Mystery lady, I know the world is going crazy, but I can see you having my baby. Let's get away. Let's get away, mystery lady. I know the world is going crazy, but I can see you having my baby. Let's get away. Let's get away, mystery lady. I know the world is going crazy, but I can see you having my baby. Let's get away. Let's get away, mystery lady. I know the world is going crazy, but I can see you having my baby. Let's get away. Let's get away, mystery lady. I know the world is going crazy, but I can see you having my baby. Let's get away. Let's get away, mystery lady. I know the world is going crazy, but I can see you having my baby. Let's get away. Mystery lady, I know the world is going crazy, but I can see you having my baby. Let's get away. Let's get away, mystery lady. I know the world is going crazy. I can see you having my baby. Let's get away. Let's get away, mystery lady. I know the world is going crazy.
Jamil, I remember in 2006 when you decided to go to Atlanta. I wasn't really excited about you going, but I saw that you were determined to go. Because when you were on your way, the car broke down, and you got out of your car and got into your cousin's car and had your car towed back home and kept going to Atlanta. And then from there, I just saw how you began to bloom. And you had your ups, you had your downs. And even though I was here and you were there, I was still just a phone call away. And we talked every day. It's just been exciting to see how you've grown, how you've changed your way of thinking, how you've enlightened me in your journey, how you've shared so much knowledge, and you've taught me so much. You've taught me how to think for myself. You've taught me how to investigate for myself and seek out the truth. And that's something that I never did before. And I'm really grateful for that. It has taken a lot of courage for you to do the things you've done. You have made me proud. I'm excited for you. I love you. I admire you. You encourage me to pursue the best me that I can possibly be. In all that I do, I share with you. And I'm grateful for that, and I love you.
Mystery lady, I know the world is going crazy. I can see you having my baby. Let's get away. Let's get away, mystery lady. I know the world is going crazy.
Good morning, everybody. We are back. Q Quarrels, I see y'all shined up with the sun shining in your face today. How you doing this morning?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
I'm doing all right. I am happy to be back. I missed y'all, missed you, missed everybody, missed hearing my own voice. How's that sound? No, I'm just playing.
No, you're not. You're not. You just serious.
Oh man, this has been a nice week. So last weekend we didn't have the show because I was filming a music video and came out really dope. I didn't get to do my scenes yet because it's hard to film your scenes and be in back of the camera. So I'm working on getting that together, but it looks amazing. I surprised.
Okay. All right.
But the kicker is I had to send the camera back. I just bought a brand new camera and it has a malfunction, so I sent it back. And as soon as I get the new one back in, it's on and popping. Hype Williams will be in effect. You heard me. But give us an update on the Indie Black Vegan Festival. The Black Vegan Festival Indie. Stop it. Shut your mouth.
Well, currently we're moving forward. We are accepting donations and also sponsorships. Still.
How do we go about getting those over to you? The sponsorships and the what's up, Shishi? How we get that off to you?
So I don't want like donations you can send to AVJ Presents. That's another vegan journey.
Is that
That's
Cash App?
Cash App. That's Cash App.
Cash.
And then
Get Coach on here.
and then for sponsorships, so you're not blindsided, we do have sponsorship packages with levels and levels of sponsorship opportunities. And if you would like to, you email us at blackveganfestindie@gmail.com, and we'll send you over a sponsorship packet. And then from there, we'll send a PayPal invoice. And
now give me that one more time.
We can handle that.
What's the email again?
It's blackveganfestindie@gmail.com. Yes. So we're moving right along. We have some dope food vendors and some real nice Black owned organic products. the first black-owned vegan food truck here in the city is gonna pull up. So yeah, we got some dope things popping off. Some real dope performers that are known in the city.
Mm-hmm.
I shall name no names, but yeah.
Hey, I might slide in and do mystery lady. No, I'm just playing.
Oh my gosh.
In my uncle outfit, my certified uncle outfit. That is the
Yeah, Leonard, the
that is
Leonard
the
boy with the
iron
church
but yet
socks.
wrinkled linen. You got that right. Can y'all make me some black vegan indie festival black socks so I can rock with that too?
With the open toe sandals,
With
the
the open
sandals with
toe.
the
That's
hose.
right. I might even cut the back of the heel out so you can see the rust. Like, yeah, I'm official uncle right now. Put on some Al Green, DJ. Let's go.
Please no.
Why so in love with you? But Indianapolis, make sure y'all get out there. I guess let me face the camera so I can talk to y'all. Indianapolis, make sure you support Black Vegan Indie Fest.
Black
Black Vegan Fest
Indie.
Indie. I said it first. You heard it from me first with no help. Listen, make sure y'all support this event. There's a lot of things that's happening in Indianapolis right now that, you know, whenever I come in town, people, there's nothing to do in Indianapolis. There's nothing to do because you don't take the initiative to make anything happen. But as adults, you have people that have taken the initiative and taken time out of their lifestyle to provide something for the people. So make sure you go out and support, because the more you support, the more it can happen. And the more ground root stuff you have popping, that these people that are ground rooted, they actually have connection to the community. These corporations don't. These corporations use the people to get to your money. But while they are still here creating, pour into them. It ain't nothing to drop $15, $20, something like that. I mean, you go to your church, your preacher gets about 50, 100 out of you, and he ain't did nothing for your community. So make sure you do something for the people that's actually doing something for y'all. And that's all I got to say about that. Amen. Amen. Good morning, mama. We done started. We off the chain already. Good morning.
Good morning.
Where'd
Good
she
morning,
go?
Mama Harley. You just
Nah, man.
already.
It's frustrating to see all this stuff that's happening, man. And when you look around, the people that have been, you've been conditioned to lean on, you can't lean on them. Like when you look at all this stuff that's happening, you don't see the Democratic Party, you don't see the Black Church, you don't see any of these black organizations, you don't see any of them. And they, well, we working in the background. You've been working in the background for a long time supporting white supremacy. So anyway. I woke up on a good foot. No, I didn't.
You did. You woke up ready for some good trouble.
Man, it's so much stuff happening, man. And you look around and we keep doing the same stuff. And it's like, man, we keep leading these ponds, man. We keep following these people. And I'm like, common sense is not so common anymore. I was watching this one footage. I mean, it was a interview with a scientist, and I posted it on my Instagram maybe like 2 weeks ago. And he was talking about the food industry and how the food industry basically is governed by itself. Let that sink in. So that's like the thief investigating himself. And he was talking about how all this food, our food is controlled by, I think he said 12 corporations now. 12 corporations control the food in America. And when you look at the food that's disseminated in the black community, it's all poison. Well, when you look at these institutions actually pay, they actually fund black organizations. They're big contributors of black organizations. So a lot of your black organizations turn a blind eye and a deaf ear to the poison that's being fed to their people. This is why you have a million liquor stores in the hood, because of the money. And I'm like, man, if don't nobody say nothing and we just continue to go along with it, then yeah, you can go ahead and write our ticket. We out of here. So, you know.
That is a really good a good point. You know what? I've got to start doing some research as to who funds who or who sponsors who in
Follow
Indianapolis.
the money.
Start looking up some of these these places that are prevalent in our neighborhoods and start seeing what it is, who it is that is funding them.
Yeah, and you would think the people that's already in control and power would be already ahead of that, but they just sitting up twiddling their fingers, counting their money, going to the bank like for doop, and then the people just follow them like I don't know. But anyway, we're back. We took a weekend off, and we're back, and I'm hearing my voice again.
And he's mesmerized by the quiet storm.
Man, hey,
voice that he's
speaking of which, I was talking to my homeboy Cha, and he brought up Jerry Wade's Calvin Klein boots, and I was like, so I wasn't the only one that heard that. I was like,
apparently not.
I'm over here trying to get the support of Indianapolis. Like, come on, y'all have had to hear.
No, it
Jerry
was Calvin. It was Calvin Klein underwear and cowboy boots.
Oh, well, he must have been habitual about his Calvin Klein attire, because the one I heard, he was talking about the jeans. Cha, to tell him, which one was it?
Was it?
Wasn't it the Calvin Klein jeans, Cha? Which one was it? Is
it Calvin Klein jeans and cowboy boots?
Jerry Wade must have just been an ambassador before we had ambassadors for Calvin Klein. This is the what's it called? The storm. What was it called? What storm was it?
It's the quiet storm.
This is the quiet storm. I'm in my cowboy hat and my Calvin Klein jeans.
Jerry Wade still does it. We gonna be in trouble.
Nah, come on, Jerry. Come on to the show, Jerry. I appreciate you, man. You part of my childhood. You and your Calvin Klein endorsements. I'm telling you, boy, he drove them women crazy. Oh my gosh, she's wearing Calvin Klein jeans.
It's amazing what a voice can do. A lot of times, radio personality voices don't fit their appearance.
Now, you remember back in the day before social media, of course, and you used to date people without seeing them. Somebody will hook you up in high school or junior high. They phone, I mean, especially for a guy, the phone be so sexy. You be like, ooh, she's off the chain. And then you see her, you be like, you got the time? Okay, it's time for me to go.
Oh, don't play. Oh, because a lot of men have fooled us. Listen,
I know.
Just what I said. Listen, I don't. To this day, I still don't know what Jerry Wade looks like. I have not Googled or tried to find. No, I've never seen Jerry Wade, but I'm pretty sure his voice probably don't fit his appearance. So I'm just.
Well, what does his voice look like? I'm not for sure. What are you talking about?
No, it's like. You've never just listened to somebody on the radio and you just said it. Like, you listen to females and on the phone, they be like, ooh, she sounds sexy. And then when you see her, you be like, it's the same thing. It's
I'll say
thing.
this.
You hear them on the radio and you like, okay, all right, okay. And then when you see them, you be like,
I think
I wasn't expecting that.
I think every radio personality has actually looked the way they sounded to me. When I saw Jerry Wade, I was like, oh, he looks like his voice. When I saw Guy Black, he looks like his voice. When I saw JJ on the mic, I was like, she looks like her voice. This was Indianapolis radio jocks. And I mean, they all looked like they weren't JJ. She was fine. And I was like, her voice is fine. And Guy Black, he sounded like he was short and kind of funny. And he is short and funny.
Yeah.
Jerry Wade he's taller than me. He's fair. He's not as fair as light complexion.
I'll look him up. And I'll see if what I envision Jerry Wade to look like matches up with his voice.
Yeah, I just hope he don't wear a cowboy hat though, because Jerry Wade got a big head.
A mess.
This is Jerry Wade. I'm tipping my. No, I'm just playing, Jerry.
No, he's.
You are the.
I'm just playing. With a 10-gallon hat, 10-gallon cow.
Hey man, I need to get me a fedora. I need to hide my head. Just all you see is a beard. That's what we do as grown ups. So anyway, we're gonna get this show going. We've had enough fun. I think it's time for the fun fact. Everybody get your pens and pencils out. This is again something that you've never heard of because it's not taught to you. It's not taught to you for very specific reasons. But guess where you're gonna get taught today? Guess where? Oh, it's the gym in Hollywood. Okie dokie.
That is a fun fact. Want to hear a fun fact? It's like a fun fact.
Another fun fact.
Here's a fun fact.
Or not so
Fun fact.
Or here's another not so fun fact.
Not so much fun anymore, is it?
So today, my feelings are a little bit torn in regards to the past happenings and what has been going on, and it's been that way for some time now. I mean, as I can imagine, a lot of my people feel in regards to that of police brutality in this country, and I didn't write anything. I didn't type anything like I usually do. So my laptop is not in front of me. So I'm going off of what it is that I know and what it is that I feel, me being a mother of 3 little Black girls. So recently there was a shooting of a 16-year-old girl by the name of Ma'Khia Bryant out of Ohio, out of Columbus. And she, like, everybody had been debating and going back and forth with one another. Well, she had a knife and this is that and the other and yada yada yada. She was shot, she was shot and killed. And the story is starting to unravel, and it will continue to unravel, I'm sure, as it pertains to this case. But what we do know now is that she was in foster care. There was some people that was sent to her house 3 days in a row by her mother, her foster mother, to jump her, to basically fight her because she was deemed unruly. She was deemed an unruly child by the foster mother. So she was calling folks to come in and take care of her. And one of the people that had come to the house was a 28-year-old adult woman. So she is, her foster sister is the one that called the police the day of the murder, and in doing so her father came over when the people came there to try and fight her. And because her father was there, she probably felt safe enough to come out and be like, all right, well, now I'm finna handle this. But for the past few days, she was scared. So, all of this to be said, it is, we can go on and on and on about this, but neither here nor there. Our children in this country have never been deemed as children. I don't know if I'm the only person who notices that, but it hurts. Like, do you ever look in the newspapers and hear on television how they refer to it's never the 8-year-old child playing with a gun, a play gun, Trayvon Martin, a teenage boy. No, it's never that. Somebody's kid, it's never that. It's always a person. Or all these ambiguous terms to lead to them being less than that of a child. So there's an event that took place in 1963 when Martin Luther King had been jailed. It's called the Children's Crusade of Birmingham, Alabama. There were a group of children who came out of their schools and began to march for civil rights. After everything that had been done during that time to direct attention toward what had been going on in this country as far as segregation and brutality and discrimination and all of these things, they were trying to bring that attention back to that of the president, which was JFK, because at that time JFK had started backpedaling on his words that he had promised us in terms of getting things taken care of and under control. And like so many presidents do and have done, this is a method they've been using for eons. Like, they promised the Black community something, we go out and we get them voted into office, and like we did for JFK, got him voted into office, and then once he's in there, then he starts backpedaling, and he's no longer worried about the concerns of the Black community. Instead, he's worried about the Cold War. So then MLK is like, well, what can we do to bring this back to light? And he's writing letters on toilet tissue. He's writing there trying to get this message out to any and everybody who will listen. So they took the kids came out of school and started marching. And these are children ranging from the ages of 7 on up. During this march in Birmingham, they called the dogs, these are canines. They brought out the canines and the hoses on these children. There were children guarding the lives of other children. Like, you see them in the pictures huddling over other children when they're spraying with the water hoses, so the younger babies won't get harmed by what is intended for them. I just recently read an article that the MOVE project of I think it was 1985,
Philadelphia,
in Philly, yes, they retrieved a bone or some bones from some of the children who were murdered, and I'm gonna keep saying that, who were murdered through that horrific bombing and that terroristic act done by the city and the government. So they kept these bones, and now they are a part of a class at Princeton, I think. Now, without the parents' permission, they take these bones and they look at them and talk about them in class, and this is in no regards. Now, these bones belong to one of 2 children belonging in that movement, and it's either a 12-year-old or a 14-year-old. The 14-year-old girl is named Tree Africa. All of their last names was Africa in the MOVE. And the parents are still living. The parents are still living, but because it's something that they want to do. They have the bones, and they're studying the bones of these Black children. It's disgusting to me how we have to continuously defend our children and say that they are children. It's not just a person, They're all persons, but these are children. Just like when you see the kid, the Dylan Roof, just a kid with a a hurtful past, just boys being boys, just a kid, like just a kid. So that
The murderers can be
our
kids,
kids,
but the
yes,
victims
the
can't.
murders, the victims cannot be kids.
Mm.
So, how do we begin to protect our children? Like, there's no manual to this. I have 3 girls and I'm scared every day. Like, my kids in this country, my kids can't just be kids. Our little girls have always been overly sexualized.
Mm-hmm.
Our boys are always criminals and felons and thugs. What do we do? So that is my fun fact. Not so fun.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. And you know what? So I had to take a break from social media for a while. And when DMX died, and the first rumor was he died of an OD, when there was actually family members that came out and said that he died over his it was because of the shot. There was this guy named Charleston White who just started condemning DMX. Didn't bother to try to figure out his past, what brought him to his demons, to whatever he dealt with. He just automatically condemned him and basically was like, that's what he get. And I was like, damn, boy, you got to be a bad mama jamma, boy, to condemn him, you know what I mean, like that. And then after the 16-year-old girl was killed by the police, I saw so many black people. So many were like,
Well, I mean, that's a cut and dry case right there. She had a knife.
and I'm like, what? You don't even know this girl's back. We don't care about the backstories of these people or what actually happened.
And what's so crazy is the news will go in depth. Like, all we get are these still pictures and photographs, and that's enough. That should be enough for everybody. Just the stills and the photographs. That's enough for everybody. But for the mass shooters and even the guy who was walking in the protest with the semi-automatic he had,
you get
I
a
don't know
whole
what
Lifetime documentary behind it. Well, they were
Yes!
good kids growing up, and we just sit there and
Yes.
accept it. But there was so many videos that people have shared how cops are able to neutralize people with knives just based off your basic training. And I'm looking at them, and it's always the people that speak up on this behalf are always the people that have never, for one, done anything for the overall group, for the overall liberation of the people. They don't read. They don't spend their funds appropriately. And when I say appropriately, I mean always make sure that you get some money circulating in the black community. They love their white brands. They love their white deities that were forced on them through slavery. They love everything that goes against their liberation. Then they want to, well, I might lose some people. And here's the best one. Y'all might as well unfollow me now. Like, that's a real repercussion. Like, oh, my feelings are hurt. We're no longer cyber friends. They type out these long synopses and
See, this is what happened. See, we can't blame everything on them.
my goodness, somebody take their internet from them. They are misrepresenting not only the people but themselves. And I stay away from a lot of the news. I didn't know that she was a foster child, but hearing that, it all makes sense, especially when you're living in a house where you're being attacked. And I've never I've never lived in a in that type of home. I've always been with my mom and my family, so I can only imagine the type of anxiety and fear and just all type of psychological issues that anybody deals with, knowing that they're with people that's not even their real family. Plus, furthermore, after growing up and seeing a lot of you people that are foster parents, a lot of y'all do that just for the check. Y'all don't really care about the kids. A lot of y'all shouldn't be allowed to, but you put on this representative that you're this perfect person and you're really a batshit crazy. I've seen that.
Yep. So have I.
Yeah. But you know, when you ask the what can we do, you and I both know what to do. Everybody that has studied the plight of black people, the liberal, we all know what we should do, but it's the people that refuse to study history. And I'm talking about real history, not George Washington had wooden teeth. That's what Trump call it. That's fake news. Everybody know those were slaves' teeth. Everybody knows that he had slaves when he was 18. He's not a president to praise. And the list goes on and on. But yet still, we still do it. And then for some odd reason, I do find this quite peculiar. It's people that have lived a hellacious life, that have run a total muck in their life, that are now turn around and speak ill about black people, and they happen to be black. And with the cherry on top, their lives are still spiraling out of control based off of their decisions or lack thereof. It's always that type of mindset. He'd be like, all right, let me get my coat. I'm about to get off this truck.
Right.
Get off this train. We
Just
not even
pull over. Let me out.
Let me out. We don't
That
even
right
go
here
no
at the
further.
corner.
But yeah, I never heard of the Children Crusade until you told me about it. That was some history for your.
Yeah. Yeah. It just tied in to me. I was just like, and I mean, not to mention, like, the history goes way back further than that. Like, you know, even with slave, our ancestors who were slaves, and the children that they bore, like, they weren't children in.
And here's another thing. When you're talking, especially to these black folks, these Candace Owens black folks, you always keep going back to slavery. Because when you pick up the data, you go from where a lot of this originated to where you can parallel the present time. So you can, because a lot of this stuff is now masked, is hidden. The outcomes are the same, but the methods are different.
And furthermore, it's not like, if people just knew how deep it goes, like, it's not just that, like, slavery was then, it was in that era, and then it just didn't, it's
Then it
no
stopped.
more.
Yeah.
No, like, the depths of which slavery has affected our people today, the communities, like the legislation, the policies, all of this, like, it's totally really the same, just rewritten and worded differently.
That's what
You
I'm
can
saying.
find all of this, like,
Did you know
compare-
insurance started with slavery?
Yeah.
So there's no institution that was created to uphold slavery that has ever been demolished. It has never been taken down. It has never been unplugged from the matrix.
It's just reworded.
They just get in there and
It's
put a
just
new coat of paint
reworded.
on it. Right.
It's reworded, but it still works. Like, just, man, like you've said a billion times, like, why? The question why, like, to question something and say why is so important. Like, just think to yourself, car insurance. homeowners insurance.
Scam.
And then especially when you black, like it's been in my right mind for real to try some experimental type stuff, like have a white person call in regards to insurance on a said property or something, or car or something, and have me call with, my name is Kiana, and ask what is.
That's already been done.
But the thing is, it has already been done, but it ain't been done in Indiana.
Yeah, I was about to say, but
It
that
ain't
theory
been-
has already been proven though. That they do that.
Of course it has, but to us it's always on a bigger spectrum, just like what you just did right then. It's already been done, but that's like on a nationwide, or it's on television. Of course, we know that that's already been proven. It's in books. But when people see that stuff is happening right there in their locale, and then you expose those people who are actually doing it right, and like you like, damn, I go through them.
Mm-hmm.
I go through, like, I know who that is. Dang, I know whose voice that is. That's actually my insurance agent.
Mm-hmm.
Then it really starts to really click. Like damn,
this is a game that I'm playing.
Yeah, because when you see it on TV, like it somehow to you, it's kind of like, that'll never happen to me.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, shoot, it's something that I need. I'm gonna have to do it anyway. I'm gonna have to get it anyway. So, oh well. But in real life, then you really get to thinking, damn, so my insurance is higher because I live over here, or did this insurance agent just really tell me, well, because your car is more likely to get broken into because you live, so your premium is gonna, what? How do you know?
Right. But I've been living over here. My car has never been broken into. So can I get that money back?
Like,
nope.
These are practices that have stemmed from like way back.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, in other news.
Whoa. Because I'm over here, my blood is boiling now.
We need to get you a cool drink.
A cold drink, like they say in Texas and Louisiana. I need a cold drink from the cold store.
Not that. There was a book. Here's a book that I got. It's called The 5 Negro Presidents by J.A. Rogers.
Show it.
So, the funny thing about this book is,
oh, wow. Okay.
we think that Obama was the first black president. That's far from the truth. Far from the truth. I would go on and get this. Go and get this book.
Is that a paperback book?
Yeah, by J.A. Rogers. J.A. Rogers. Go get that book. That is, the more you know, I tell you.
So back then, I'm gonna have to get it because my curiosity is piqued. So back then, when there were black or Negro presidents, how are they, like, with such harsh restrictions on everyone else? How did that even occur?
Well, throughout history, the mulatto has been very dangerous to black people.
You've said enough.
Yeah.
You said enough. Okay. All right. Got it.
Especially once you can pass. Oh yeah, they like, okay, my name is Jesse Earl. Yeah, when you can pass, they be like, I don't want nothing what y'all doing to them. My name is Christopher. What's the guy from?
John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt.
Right. Like Whoopi Goldberg. That's not her name, but man. So what's as you can tell, we have Indianapolis weather today. Well, you can't tell because I don't have the camera towards outside, but we have.
I'll go ahead, face it. Face it.
We have Indianapolis weather here in Atlanta today, and I am in my front room chilling. This is about to be a really relaxed day. What's going on there in Indianapolis?
Are you asking about the weather? Are
No,
you
I'm just
trying?
saying.
Is that
Period.
is that your segue? Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
that's
all
my.
right.
I wanna break up the room to get some joy in here. You know, dealing with our dysfunction. It kind of brings.
Yeah, like a somber type deal.
Yeah.
It happens, but um, here in Indianapolis, I honestly, I don't know. I don't know what's going on in the in the city today. I know it's supposed to be a Pacer game. Only reason why I know that is because my mother invited me to go to one. So this evening. And then it's probably some more stuff going, some pop-ups and other events that are going on in the city as
Doom
well.
doom 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 doom. Come on, come on, Harold. Holla at your folk then when you get here, baby. I'm here. What's up, Harold? That's my guy right there, boy. You know, it's astonishing to wake up or to realize that you have friends, family, and associates that you've remained cool with for like 10, 20 plus years.
I know, right? Does
You
that
know,
make you feel old?
I mean, I just never thought that. See, for me, I went to 3 high schools and 3 colleges, and I'm Aquarius, so we kind of like nomadic. So you just never expect that you would keep certain vibes with just people. You used to them coming and going, but there's people from high school, from the 3 high schools, from the 3 colleges that when I say, I'm like, oh man, that's my guy. Harold's he's my guy. Like he was so cool. But I appreciate seeing a lot of people that I haven't seen in years, and that's one of the powerful things of the internet that allow you to come.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's beautiful to see. People from all walks of life tuning into the Jamel Harley Show. What up, Harold? What's going on with the listeners out there? What y'all got going on this weekend? We need to get y'all interacting because y'all just be sitting back in the cut being creepy. No, I'm just playing.
Like, do we still say that? Sitting back in the cut.
Hey, I'm never gonna stop. What you mean? Shoot,
I feel that. I feel that. I said that I was gonna bring back right on
it
because
never
it's a
left.
for sure right on.
Yeah, it never left.
Yeah. So, but I don't know. Like I think it's like oh, there is, um, there's an event going on where the Black Leaf Vegan is gonna be there. You know, it's a thing with me now. Like I look up events. Well, I don't look up events. They just kind of happen to fall in my lap, but they all be like something vegan-ish is going on, and
They like wrote a
and
song
I don't
about it, like
mind
the hit go.
that.
We ain't got no meat on our plate. Ah, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Yeah. So I might stop by that thing. And
Cha said he's visiting the sick in the shop.
I'm visiting the sick and shut-ins.
Come on, Reverend Cha, go on and visit him.
Yeah, for the most part, what is the weather? What it's looking like right now? It looks like it needs to be a sit back and chill day too.
Yep.
I know it's a lot of folks. Did you ever? Oh, I don't know if you did or not. I was gonna say, did you ever watch Mortal Kombat or play the game when you were younger?
So a little bit. I've never really been into those fighting games. I was always like a Madden or basketball game. But I did watch the movie, the first one, and then yesterday I watched the newest one.
How'd you like it? it was really different from the other ones for sure. Because
It was different.
yeah, the other ones was PG-13. This one was, now I can see why they rated it what they rated it.
What was it rated?
It was rated R. This one was.
How?
All the blood.
Man, people see that on reality TV.
Not that much blood. That was a lot. It was a lot. And within the, like, they, before the movie came out, they allowed you to watch the first 7 minutes
Yeah, I saw
of
that.
the movie.
Yeah.
And when I saw it, I was like, doggone. But nonetheless, I'm with you, Shishi. I was a Mortal Kombat player, me and my brother.
And you know what? That's what trips me out. So I grew up with one female cousin. The rest of my female cousins was older. Renee, she would play video games with us, but I just never knew that other girls outside of that household play those games. And so when I get older and I come across women my age, they be like, "Oh yeah, I play video games." I'd be like, "What?"
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, honey, when Sega Genesis came out, baby. Yeah. Me and my brother we had our specific characters. Yes, they did, Harold.
I
They
didn't.
cursed a lot in that movie. Yes.
I
And
must
in
have.
Annihilation in the original, they didn't cuss at all.
I must have been half awake because I didn't hear. I didn't. Somebody asked me, did they do a lot of cussing, and they had kids, and I was like, no, they didn't cuss at all. You can watch it with your kids.
Oh my God.
Mayday, Mayday! I wasn't paying attention.
Abort,
They are cussing.
abort. It's a lot. They do a lot of cussing.
I didn't
in
hear
that
nobody
movie.
cuss. Who cussed?
Honey, listen.
Did nobody
Jax,
cuss?
you was alive.
Yeah, Jax did
Jax
cuss.
was,
That's right.
and
They had to make
he got
sure
a
he did
couple
the soul brother
MSs,
cussing.
and
That's right. They
yeah,
did.
he did. They made him do a little bit of Samuel L. Jackson cussing in there. I was like, ooh,
You know what?
ooh.
Now that you say that, I was like, well, at least he said it right. So, yep, they did. They did. I'm gonna have to
Yeah.
put out that Batman signal. Don't watch it with your kids unless you cuss in front of them already, which you probably do.
Yeah, but I mean, the the fight scenes was dope. They was dope, but it was still some things that was just left to be like, I kind of was still left left out. So I guess they gonna do another one because this one didn't have Johnny Cage in it.
Now, see,
And
Harold, and that was the only person I was like, if anybody cussed, it was him.
Kano was definitely sheesh, yeah. He was letting them go.
And I was trying to go through my memory Rolodex to figure out who some of these people were.
The main character though, I don't think he had anything to do. I don't remember his character at all.
he's new. He's new. I was like, yeah, I don't know if I like him.
Yeah, I was like, and then I was looking at I skimmed through Facebook briefly this morning and saw that somebody was like, who was Raiden, man? Like, the dude who played Raiden wasn't
That dude was a
Raiden.
farmer. That dude, he planted corn and potatoes and stuff. He wasn't no fighter. Like, he was a truck driver. That dude was not a
It
fighter.
was. I was like, who is dude? This
That
is
dude.
not.
Yeah, he was.
He don't give me no
he was a professor.
magical mystical. Yeah.
Nah, he was a teacher. Open up your books before I electrocute your asses.
That's it. Cause I sure was like, I don't know who this guy is, but he's not giving me Raiden vibes at all.
Man, he looked like he just got off the toilet. Like, all right, time to go, fellas. Hey, but speaking of movies, I got a question because this year I'm about to start really pumping out some film work. What
Okay.
is some film projects that y'all would like to see that we have yet to see? whenever we got a movie, it's always based in our trauma, or it's
Yeah.
us being drug dealers or over sexualizing ourselves. What is something that y'all would like to see as far as, filmmaking? Let's see.
Mm,
Yeah, Sonya Blade was from Gary, Indiana. I don't know what that was about. I was like, y'all just gonna,
right.
y'all just
When
gonna,
she said that, I was like,
Now
did they just
GI
say
everywhere
Gary?
is set tripping. Oh, that's why we was in Mortal Kombat.
And you know it. And
They
you
about to
know
start
it.
fights in DD when the school opened back up. Oh, we was represented in. No, I'm just playing. Okay, so Cha
Oh,
Cha
like,
says Marcus Garvey.
mm-hmm.
Okay, so a movie, would it be a fictional movie with Marcus Garvey
No,
or history based movie?
history based.
Okay.
But you know what I do see now that I dig the hell out of, and I think it's just maybe it's because I like horror films. I was that. Oh, a Black Doctor film that would be dope.
That would be dope.
That would be dope. I like that.
But knowing Ryan, he's probably talking about a black gynecologist. Knowing Ryan. No, I'm just playing
Oh,
around.
oh my God. Do you see how he just obliterated your name and just
Nah,
drove it
that
right on up underneath that bus like
man.
that?
Man, every
Right up
time I would
underneath
see
it.
Ryan, that's another one, that's my guy. He would see me out and he'd just be like, "Hey, I'm telling." Every time I see him out, he would say he's gonna tell on me. And I'm like, I didn't do anything. I'm still telling. Yep.
But
A black doctor, that would be dope.
so I love scary movies, and I really like what they doing with like horror films nowadays. And though you said no trauma or anything like that,
You go straight
but
to
how
it. You
they're
knock his head off, Jamil. Go ahead.
but
Special
how
effects it up.
they how they're flipping that and turning like um historical events and things of that nature into that of history, and then like horror films, and then they have all these black characters in these movies. Like somebody who has watched scary movies for a very long time, the representation of black folks in scary movies has been little to none, or you get them and they die within the opening first 5 minutes, i.e. Jada Pinkett and Omar Epps in
What
Scary
about
Movie. It was horrible.
what about Brandy? They killed her quick too.
No, Brandy actually, no. If you talking about I Know What You Did Last Summer, she actually was one of the few that lasted.
Oh, okay.
She
I don't know which
lasted.
one I just remember Brandy getting killed. I'm like, why
Yeah.
y'all doing that to my B?
I think it's I Still Know What You Did Last Summer. And then there's
Brandy is
an
my B too.
LL. And then LL lasted in one of the scary movies. So, but it's just like, but it's always the token black person. I guess, that was the white director's way of saying, hey, that would be fire.
Yeah, the story of Hannibal would be super dope. That would be dope. They don't ever, and it's funny you mentioned that, Harold. I was this morning when I was getting prepared, I saw an article, which I never knew that Western historians tried to make Hannibal white. I just found that I'm like, why would y'all he's from Africa. Why do y'all keep trying to do this? But yeah, Hannibal the Great. That would be, I'm gonna write that. I'm gonna keep that one. Could I play Hannibal? Could there be a light-skinned Hannibal with a beard?
No,
No.
we're not doing that either.
You're
We're
a
not doing
hater.
that either.
You're a hater.
No, I'm not. No, give it to who no.
If Denzel can be a light-skinned Malcolm X, then I can be a dark-skinned Hannibal.
Yeah, but to listen, well, Chadwick Boseman was also Thurgood Marshall, a very fair skinned.
He was. He did a hell of a job as James Brown, and yeah. But
Yeah,
anyway,
but
we're talking about Jamil being the star of his own movies. No, I'm just playing. I ain't gonna do that.
no, that's you so serious. Stop that. You are so serious.
What do y'all think of another sort of Love Jones? Even though
I was going to say
the
that.
photograph
I think the photograph,
the photograph is a newer version. How can we we need more love movies. We need more romance
yes,
stories. How
that
do we put a
too.
spin on that without doing the same typical, this man comes through and he obliterates this woman's heart, and then this guy comes through and saves her? How do we get away from the same typical Tyler Perry storyline?
Maybe do the opposite, where the woman
The woman
hurts
made the
the
mistakes.
man.
Well, I did that in Matched. Matter of fact, shameless plug. Go Google Matched, the short film by Jamel Harley. We already did that.
Well, elaborate some more.
Elaborate further.
Do some. Yeah.
Yeah, we need more romance.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely some more romance, more realistic romance.
Realistic.
You know, bring. Yeah. Yeah.
That's the key phrase right here. Let's see. I don't know, man. When I was shooting that film last weekend, I was like, okay, I'm about to really put some miles on this camera.
Do that then.
Because you know what, in this
But
time
whatever, let me tell you, whatever film it is that you're doing, I need to have a cameo. I'm just saying. As the best friend that gives horrible advice, something. I mean, just
you gonna drive down to Atlanta with no oil in your engine again to do it?
oh, what?
Ladies and gentlemen, while I have
I
your
never did
attention,
that.
Kiana Quarles drives to Atlanta one year with no oil in her engine in her new car that she just bought, and we.
You are such a hater.
How many miles is Indianapolis to Atlanta? That car, that had to be a Hyundai or a Hyundai or a Honda. It's something with an H, ain't it?
It wasn't.
What
It's a
is it?
whole SUV. And when I came down there, I
They
got
make
an oil
SUVs.
change.
Yeah, after
I-
the fact. Ladies and gentlemen, you know you have a superhero car that can drive 300 plus miles with no oil on it and not skip a beat. All right.
I still have that vehicle, and
She
is
still
doing
has it?
fine.
You'll catch her riding around 465 every day with little to no gas and just a pinch of
That
oil
is
in that
not-
engine.
That's not true. That is not true.
Push it to the
I put
limit.
gas in my
Look, when you driving, your car is just out here singing, I'm a maniac on the go. Ladies and gentlemen, before you get into the car with Kiana, make sure you personally check the fluids. Lean not on to her understanding about.
Y'all see how he is such a hater?
Boy, y'all ride with Kiana, y'all gonna mess around and be looking for Aladdin like, hey, can we get a ride on that carpet? She tripping.
this is why. Look, where is Dre at when you need him? Like,
Look, Dre can't help you. As a matter of fact, I think Dre would start spinning his records and start ignoring you at this point. Like, is she on her own? Picky. I don't know about riding around with no oil or no gas.
I had gas. Okay, she don't encourage that type of behavior. Okay, because he's just gonna keep going.
Look, she even had the Rick Ross version. I pull and I grind. I'm like, where's Rick Ross at? He's under the hood with no oil.
Why you got to bring up old shit?
And why are people trying to save you and get Andre? No, she needs to sit on this. She needs to sit in this mess.
I have sat on that long enough, and like I said, when I got down there, we went to get her an oil change.
That was when it was
fresh.
time for you to leave, which means she had been sitting here. When she pulled up to my place, she's like, hello, don't let her get back in me.
We got an oil change as soon as I got down there.
Nah, it was when you about to leave. It was like, ma'am, did you know you didn't have any oil in here?
No,
Didn't I?
it was not. It was not before I was getting ready to leave.
If anybody's ever driven an automobile that has little to no oil in it, you can tell the difference between a lubricated engine and a non-lubricated engine. Somehow, this young lady drove from Indiana to Atlanta, not realizing